Julian Assange is free. The political prisoner spent more than 1,900 days behind bars in London, and years before that confined in some form or another, trying to escape the long arm of the US security state. The Justice Department finally agreed to a plea deal in which Assange would admit guilt on a conspiracy charge, punished by 62 months in prison, but he would get credit for all that time served at Belmarsh prison in London. Thus, he's free to go. On Monday, Assange boarded a plane and left the UK. Here's a video of him released by Wikileaks. He will first have to stop at the Northern Mariana Islands, where he will enter his guilty plea as part of the agreement. From there, he'll be free to go back to his home in Australia. And while Assange shouldn't have to plead guilty to anything because he did nothing wrong, it's still a remarkable triumph for the free press and Assange's supporters around the world who rallied, protested, spoke out, provided legal support, and pressured power to end the prosecution. Elements in the Obama presidency, through Trump and Biden, wanted to send a message that if you reveal embarrassing secrets about the US government and military, you will pay dearly. Ask any number of whistleblowers who have and are. And by targeting Assange, that put news publishers in the crosshairs as well. But credit to the Ecuadorian government under Rafael Correa, which gave Assange safe haven in its London embassy at a critical time in 2012 when Washington and London were conspiring to rendition him back to the US. Had they got Assange then and put him through some sham trial, who knows what lasting damage it would have had on journalists around the world trying to uncover crimes at the highest level. In the end, the Biden administration, after a recent setback in the extradition battle, succumbed to the more than decade-long pressure campaign to end the Assange prosecution, one that was recently formalized by a direct plea from the Australian government to Biden. In a post on Twitter, WikiLeaks said, quote, "WikiLeaks published groundbreaking stories of government corruption and human rights abuses, holding the powerful accountable for their actions. As editor-in-chief, Julian paid severely for these principles and for the people's right to know. As he returns to Australia, we thank all of you who stood by us, fought for us, and remained utterly committed in the fight for his freedom. Julian's freedom is our freedom." Once Assange arrives back in Australia, he'll be reunited with his wife, Stella, and their 2 children, who he's only met so far from behind bars. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.